heavyweight fight between Dante Stone and Alexander Flores.
All right, bout number one is a special heavyweight attraction. This bout is scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds, and the referee in charge is Joel Scobie. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Rowland Heights, California, he weighed in with an official weight of 271.5. His professional record is 18 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw with 16 KOs. He is Alexander the Great Flores. And fighting out of the red corner from Chandler, Arizona, he weighed in with an official weight of 267.6 pounds. He has a professional record of 14 wins, 1 loss, with 10 KOs. He is Dante the Inferno Stone.
Remind you to listen and follow my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves now. Good luck to you both.
I gotta love their composure, their experience. They both have a lot of fights. They know not to blow the load in the first minute or so. So it's an 8-rounder.
Yeah. So neither one of them is pressing. They both look like they're trying to find their rhythm. To me, Flores looks a little more composed working behind his jab. I think he needs to figure out a way to get past that jab, to land one of his big shots, because he doesn't throw his shots super straight. He throws sort of like wider looping punches.
Yeah, and it's funny, when you watch boxing, people always think boxers have to look like Mr. Olympia to be a good boxer, and that's not the case. You just have to be dedicated to the sport of boxing, and great boxers come in all kinds of shapes.
Chiseled out of stone, but we have the Andy Ruizes and the others, and how you look doesn't have to match up to what kind of shape you're in. We actually have a few heavyweights on the card tonight that they might not have that prototypical look, but they can really fight.
It's like, okay, I'll show Adam.
Hey, I like to give that telepathic link to the corner. So, it's an 8-round fight. So I think for both of them, I expect to see the action pick up, 3rd, 4th round, because it's going to get really meaningful there. But I like Dante he's opening up a little more. He's trying to throw a little more. Good right hand there from Flores.
Can I ask you, Adam, who did they remind you of in the history of boxing? Can you compare them to anyone?
So, it's tough to say. I'd have to watch a little more of them. So you see some of the stuff that Dante Stone does, even those little mistakes. There are greats who have made those mistakes in the past, but they got away with them. we're gonna see if Dante Stone, raising his chin, pulling straight back, things like that. Those are Muhammad Ali tactics, but not everyone has the athleticism, the speed, and the chin that a Muhammad Ali had. So, I'm curious to see if he gets tagged on the chin, how he handles it.
Starting to connect.
Combination from Stone. So
he understands that he's losing that he's lost the first couple rounds, so he wants to come back and not let this fight slip out of his hand.
So, and that's what he needs to be doing. Through 2 up, 1 down. Oh, good big shot. So finally found a home for one of those haymakers.
Flores may be in trouble over here.
So, and this is one of the places where I think the experience that Flores has, having been in with world-class guys, having been hurt before, we're going to see if he can figure out a way to survive the round, keep himself in this fight, because up until then he's been winning the fight.
He just got hit with another left right now.
So, and Dante's throwing that left with a little more authority. Nice little shot to the body too. He's got to mix it up, bring those hands down.
Definitely the fight has turned around from what we saw the first 3-4 rounds.
So yeah, but they're making.
So the mouse under the right eye of Flores is definitely growing, and Dante is letting his hands go with the flurry of punches right here. And that's the end of round 5, gentlemen.
Fights, 3 competitive heavyweight fights. So to kick it off with a true crossroads fight between two contenders, 2 aspiring contenders, it's a great way to start the night.
Mike Tyson told me once, Ellie, if there are no heavyweights on the card, it's not boxing. So definitely there's boxing here tonight in Tacoma, Washington.
So yeah, boxing, it's not always that the best fighters in the world are in the heavyweight division, but the heavyweight division always brings the excitement, and boxing follows the heavyweight division. So right now is a great time in boxing. There's a lot of interesting heavyweight fights, and one of these guys could throw himself into the mix.
Absolutely, and back in the day, the biggest prize in sport is to be the heavyweight champion of the world. There was nothing bigger than that.
But, for the short guys, they have a hard time with the reach and getting inside. So it really depends on the fighter. Good right hand from Flores. Stone took it well.
And answered with his own.
So, and the one thing, Flores hasn't yet landed a shot that's really hurt Stone. In the first few rounds, he was outboxing him, but he wasn't hurting him. Stone's hurt Flores a few times.
So Flores has to do something spectacular to pull off this fight, but it's not an easy task when you have Dante Stone in front of you.
Yeah, and Stone is picking up his rhythm and his work rate a little bit. It feels almost like with the momentum swing, he got a little more energy too. And so, he looks like the fresher fighter. He looks like he's more ready for these last 2 rounds.
Yeah, he looks like he's having fun.
Yeah. So, I noticed that in the round where he hurt Flores, all of a sudden a little smile creeped on his face, and he's been fighting with a different energy, a different rhythm.
Adam, you've been around boxing your entire life. Why wouldn't Stone jump on Flores when he was hurt? Stone trying his looping shots, his overhand, his haymakers.
So you see Flores coming to the body, and it's smart also because he lowers his level. It takes him out of the way of some of those looping shots. He seems to get caught with those when he's coming in headhunting.
90 seconds left in this fight, guys. It's very exciting. Oh, down goes Flores.
Oh, and for Flores, that might put him in a hole that he can't get out of. He needs to come back. You can see him looking at the ref. He wants to get back to action because he knows he has to dig himself out of this. Over the hump here.
And there you have it, ladies and 10 seconds left. Stone started slow, finished strong. looks like he pulled it off, but we'll find out in a second how the judges saw it.
Yeah, a little nice sportsmanship from the two guys. And you know, the funny thing is, it might be 4 rounds to 4, but it's just the knockdowns and the bigger, more meaningful shots. The rounds that Stone won, I think he won bigger.
All right, 8 rounds of heavyweight boxing to start this off. Judge Krebs scores the fight 78-73. Judge Wood scores the fight 78-73. And Judge Walton scores the fight 79-72 for your winner by unanimous decision, Dante the Inferno.